I'm Caleb from Caleb's Aviation. Welcome back to another episode of Aviation News. There's a lot to cover, so let's get right to it. First up, London's Heathrow Airport closed last week for the first time in decades. A short circuit in a nearby power station caused a massive fire and power failure to the airport. Heathrow was closed for many hours, and many hundreds of flights across Europe and thousands across the world were delayed, if not cancelled. This was huge. Staying in the UK, we have more news. New airline Global Airways has begun to announce their first flights. The first flight on their all-Airbus A380 fleet will go from Glasgow to New York City, and flights will start from the 1st of May. This is very exciting news. However, a new A380 airline is not something I predicted for 2025. Moving on, we have Korean Airlines, who have announced a massive rebranding and repainting of all their aircraft. This news shocked the industry. Many were happy about it, and many more were very unhappy. The new livery can be seen here on the A330, with much less color and now billboard lettering. Compare this to the older livery, which many liked much better. In the end, there's not much we can do about this news, however, and let's hope the 747s keep their current livery and don't get repainted. Staying in Asia, we have the earthquakes in Myanmar, which have toppled an air traffic control tower, killing 6 and injuring many more. I'm not going to try to pronounce the city, but there it is. This is unfortunate, and the earthquakes have made lots of problems in this country, unfortunately. Moving on, we have an ominous earlier incident with an American Airlines jet. A 737 en route from Colorado Springs to Dallas diverted to Denver with a possible engine failure and later an uncontained fire. Passengers did safely evacuate the jet. However, many question if the engine and its manufacturer, CFM International, are at fault for this accident. CFM 56s that power the 737-800 are the world's most popular engine, so let's hope the information is found out soon in the investigation. If you'd like to see a full video about this topic, let me know. I also thought it's worth mentioning the F-47 fighter jet has been unveiled by Boeing in the US Air Force. However, not much is known about it yet. I just thought I'd show some of these pictures, because it is exciting news and very cool. Next up, there's been a small plane crash in Pennsylvania, outside a retirement home. A Beechcraft Bonanza A36 took off out near Lancaster and was coming in to land later that day. However, the side door for the Bonanza popped open. This made a lot of noise in the cockpit and probably distracted the pilot. The official cause of this investigation is unknown, however, I will make a full video about it when more is known. This Bonanza, it's also worth mentioning, had the turboprop conversion. Very cool. Moving on to perhaps the most shocking news, Southwest Airlines have announced some major changes, including removing the free bag policy that they've been known for since their inception. This news was not seen positively by passengers. Many passengers now say they will look at other options instead of flying Southwest, and Southwest, I'm sure, is regretting this decision. However, it's not too late to reverse this policy if they really tried. Other airlines, like Frontier Airlines, who have been known for charging insane rates for bags, have changed things up with free bags. They say for a limited time, and this deal is hopefully to steal away passengers from Southwest, is what Frontier is going for here. This comes among many other accidents and incidents with Southwest, including a flight in Orlando almost taking off from an adjacent taxiway, not a runway. Air traffic control told the plane not to take off, and yet they almost took off on a taxiway parallel to the runway. This comes after an ominous earlier incident at Chicago Midway, when a 737 coming in to land of Southwest Airlines almost hit a Flexjet private jet crossing the runway. Southwest is under investigation by the FAA for both the Orlando incident and the Chicago Midway incident. Well, that's all I have for you in this video. I hope you've enjoyed. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll be wishing you blue skies and tailwinds.